Welcome back to another episode of Humourvana's VC Lexicon Decoder podcast. Today, we're diving into the world of, wait for it, blind pools. Now, don't get confused. A blind pool isn't a new aquatics trend. It's actually a venture capitalist term. Picture it like this. You're throwing a dart blindfolded, hoping it hits the bullseye. Or even better, imagine giving your hard-earned money to a magician and hoping he doesn't vanish into thin air with it. That's a blind pool for you. It's when a limited partnership raises funds from investors, without giving any specifics about where the money will be invested. It's a leap of faith, a roll of the dice, a shot in the dark. You're probably thinking, why on earth would anyone invest in a blind pool? Well, it's essentially a guessing game. And who doesn't love a good guessing game? Now, why would anyone invest in a blind pool? Well, it's kind of like going on a blind date. You don't know what you're getting into, but you're hoping for the best. You see, investing in a blind pool is a bit like being handed a blank check. It's an exciting, high-stakes game of chance, filled with potential rewards and, of course, a fair share of risks. Blind pools, also known as blank check offerings, are not for the faint-hearted. They're for the risk-takers, the gamblers, those who see the thrill in the unknown. Yes, you might be throwing your money into a black hole, but you might also be funding the next big thing, the next Google, the next Apple. Yes, it's a leap of faith, a plunge into the unknown. But isn't that the essence of venture capitalism? High risk, high reward. So brace for impact and take that plunge. But remember, in the world of blind pools, the only thing you can be sure of is uncertainty. But here's the kicker. A blind pool is also known as blank check underwriting or a blank check offering. It's the equivalent of being handed a blank canvas and told to paint a masterpiece, except in this case, the canvas is your investment portfolio. Now, this might sound like a dream come true for some, a chance to potentially strike it rich. After all, who wouldn't want to take a leap of faith if it could lead to a pot of gold? But as with any investment, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. There's a significant risk involved. It's akin to diving headfirst into the deep end of the pool, not knowing how deep it is or what lurks beneath the surface. Bankruptcy is a very real possibility. It's a high-stakes game of chance, and the ante is your hard-earned money. So, while a blind pool might seem like a shot in the dark, it could also be your ticket to the moon. Or, it could just be a one-way ticket to bankruptcy. But hey, that's the thrill of the game, right? And that, my friends, is the beauty of venture capitalism. It's unpredictable, it's exciting, and it's full of opportunities. Just like a blind pool, you never quite know what you're diving into. It's a world where your calculated guesses can turn into gold mines. Or, let's be real, sometimes into fool's gold. But that's just part of the thrill, isn't it? The concept of blind pools encapsulates the essence of venture capitalism, where you're not just investing in ideas, but in potential, in dreams, in the sheer audacity of innovation. It's a gamble, sure, but it's a gamble where the stakes are high and the rewards even higher. So, venture capitalists, don't be afraid of the unknown. Embrace it. Because in the end, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. The journey of discovery, of risk, of potential, and of course, of the unexpected. That's all for today's episode of Humourvana's VC Lexicon Decoder podcast. Stay tuned for more laughs, more learning, and more ludicrous lingo from the world of venture capitalism. Until next time, keep investing, keep laughing, and keep making those moonshots.